Hello and welcome, guys, to another episode of Grange TV. Not a full episode. We just want to do a recap on what we saw versus Tyson versus Jones. Again, guys, I also want to apologize because we went backwards and forwards between the two events that weekend, so we didn't do the best coverage to either one. But what do you think, Eli?
It was pretty much what I thought and the way I thought it would go. I honestly thought, do you mean the 2-minute rounds, 50-year-old men? I just didn't see it going any other way than sort of that. With all the rules and everything that the commission put in, I thought that's how it was going to be. Just a bit of a glorified sparring match.
They looked fantastic for Tyson being almost 60.
Yeah.
But that exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just how I thought it would go. I thought that it would be something similar to that. They went hard on the body. Well, Tyson went hard on the body. They didn't. There was a couple shots that they went hard on the head. I did expect it to go like that, but I thought there still would have been a lot more competitive nature in it. I don't feel like it was, a super competitive fight because they knew that no one was going to be the winner. You know what I mean? There wasn't going to be any winner. So, but I don't know. I had mixed feelings about it. I've rewatched it and that again, and it's a bit boring. It's a little bit boring. I don't know. I feel the most entertaining fight out of that whole night was the fight before. But knowing that there is no outcome, it makes it a little bit boring, I think.
What do you think about things like a Legends League? What do you think about Tyson's next fight? Because Tyson was talking about doing it again. Do you think it will have the same drawing power?
I don't know if it will have the same drawing power, but things might change if they change the rule set. Do you know what I mean? If there is an actual winner and it is a competitive fight, then I think things will change. What are the talks of Tyson out there? Obviously, Evander Holyfield. Evander Holyfield is my all-time favourite boxer. I don't want to see Evander Holyfield fight. Evander Holyfield has some severe side effects of getting punched in the head plenty of times. He was a tough dude, Evander Holyfield. He would stand there and, bang with the best of them, obviously, Mike Tyson. So I wouldn't like to see that. Evander Holyfield's already tweeted out there or on his Instagram and that and said he's ready for war. I don't want to see that, man. I don't know. That's just me. That would bring a lot of viewers because they would be able to sell it well. For me, what's disappointing is there's some fucking scummy promoter out there, do you know what I mean? Like going, I can make fucking big bucks off this at the cost of fighters' health. Do you know what I mean? Because if Tyson and Evander Holyfield fight, they're not going to agree to their rules. Evander Holyfield is a competitive dude, man, whether he's, do you know what I mean?
But so is Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah, but they don't have the history that Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson have.
True.
Evander Holyfield's beat him twice. He's not going to say, I've got to go in there for a draw or I'm going to go in there and let Tyson win, do you know what I mean, and have the last laugh. No way. Evander Holyfield will go in there for the win, as I think Tyson will. Because Tyson, if you got beat twice by someone who you weren't happy with, you know what I mean, and even though they've made up and everything like that, you put them in the ring, put gloves on them, they're going to bring back some old memories. They're going to try and knock each other out. I don't really want to see that, but I don't want to see people's health at that age get compromised.
And I think one thing to clarify, when people go, it's their choice. Like, you're not saying they shouldn't be allowed to fight. You're saying you don't want to see it, which is your choice too. Like, and I kind of don't either. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like seeing that. That's me personally. I'll do a fight companion on it as well, and we'll talk about it and get views. But if you ask me what I'd rather, I'm a purist anyways. I'd rather see Anthony Joshua fight. You know what I mean? But
fucking George Foreman came out and said that he thinks Mike Tyson could still become world champion of the world.
I think
world champion of the world. What the fuck is that?
That's tautology, people. That's called tautology. But I think it's just George Foreman saying that to say it. But having said that, he came back and won one of the world titles. And having said that, there's so many world titles in boxing that I don't doubt Tyson could get one of them.
He also came back and got fucking got treated like a punching bag against Evander Holyfield, George Foreman. So, and I didn't enjoy.
No, but he won a version of it. So if you're saying that, but that's like me saying I could have the I don't know, the Wollongong Fighting Championship World Title. You get what I mean? And I'll win that one. You know what I mean? But I can't fight Golovkin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
he's not registered in that.
Yeah. But a version of the world title, I'm sure he could. But is he beating Anthony Joshua or Joseph Parker or Tyson Fury or Wilder or any of those guys? No, I don't see him beating any of those guys. No, not even close. You know what I mean?
No, Tyson in his prime wipes
him. No. Tyson. Hey, I don't know if Tyson in his prime wipes him because everyone. No, but that's what I mean. That's one of those up for discussion things because everyone says that. Like, but Tyson lost to good guys too.
Yeah,
he lost to Holyfield. You know, and you can discuss whether it was in his prime or not.
I say Holyfield in his prime wipes all them.
Maybe. But these guys are good.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury is good, man.
No, I think Fury gives everyone the most problems.
Yeah,
for sure in that heavyweight division, whether it's like bringing them guys back to their glory days and having them fight someone like Fury. I think he gives everyone.
What if you brought them in now? Yeah. If you brought Tyson in today against Tyson Fury?
No, the
Tyson I
think Tyson Fury gives everyone. Every heavyweight that's ever existed problems.
Yeah, I think when you when people compare outside of eras, it's hard to compare outside of an era as well. Like Muhammad Ali was like, I think in one of his world titles, he was like 88 kilos in a heavyweight title. You know, 88, 90 kilos. And like that would be a cruiserweight today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't even guys were running. If you just look at the Olympic times that people were running at whatever era that was, and it's very different. It's hard to translate.
Yep.
You know, now if you run 9.9 at the Olympics in 100 meters, you're not even medaling. You know what I mean?
Well, you don't even make the US team.
No, the world record's 9.58 or something ridiculous like that. Might be a little even faster. I don't know, but it's just a different era. It's hard to compare.
Yep.
You know, it's hard to compare. Like you look at the Klitschko brothers, and everyone hates on them, but those guys are fucking huge, and they hit hard. And they with those levers kept you at the end of their jab, and then cracked you. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's easy to say. Like people are, oh, Tyson will smash everyone, or Muhammad Ali will, and like you, dude, like they're different. It's completely different.
Yeah.
It's a completely different era. It's like when they're talking, they're talking basketball about Will Chamberlain.
Yeah.
You know, and he was like he was a
but
fucking.
Who was he playing?
Yeah, like it was a different era.
Yeah,
no, but not even that, dude. It was just a completely different era.
Yeah.
You know, where now you have a whole bunch of different people and in the NBA now you have a whole massive influx of European guys as well. Like it's a whole different kettle of fish.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know, man. I don't know that I know that he wouldn't be world champion against Anthony Joshua today, or Tyson Fury, or Deontay Wilder, or any of them.
No.
You know, like I don't see him beating any of those guys. But in the heyday, fuck, I don't know. It's so like that's like saying Joe Louis to me. Joe Louis was the heavyweight boxer I like the most.
Yep.
But I don't know that Joe Louis beats everyone in the heavyweight division. I don't know that he beat Tyson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a big different era.
Yep. No, it's the fucking crazy thing is that, like, did these guys do it for the money? Do they need the money? And in fact, how the fuck? I know Tyson's came out a few times and said how he's blown his money and stuff like that, but he would have made, like, can't he just make enough money doing cameos in movies and sponsorship and going around and doing his tours and that? Like,
I don't know. I don't know. People say they're going to give it to charity and all of that and everything. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. I have to say, I don't know. Why don't you guys tell us your thoughts on everything that we just discussed? Put it down in the comments. Let us know. Subscribe. Eli, did you have something else you wanted to add?
No, I'll say it again. I feel Evander Holyfield beats them all in his prime. Put
it down. Tell us what you think.
He's the man.